Okay, so good morning, dear cadets. So today I am going to start the new chapter, that is chapter number 16, water, a precious resource. So you can imagine without water we can't survive. Okay, am I correct or not? And the outline of this chapter in the last video only I told you. Okay, how many things are included in this chapter? So these are the some introductory point. Today I will begin with this famous saying, जल है तो कल है. Dear cadets, just remember, reading or teaching the chapter, it doesn't mean that we should read on for the purpose of examination only. We should have detailed idea about everything. Okay, it doesn't mean that only those questions we should study or those portion I should explain which is related with the exam. Okay, each and everything we should study. We should broaden our concept. When we broaden our concept, then it will be easier for you in upcoming classes. Okay, so don't leave anything, just study it and try to understand it. Okay, so what is the meaning of jal hai to kal hai? This is actually Hindi saying, jal hai to kal hai. What is the meaning of this one? We can only think of tomorrow if we have water. Okay, so if you have water, you can think of the future. Okay, am I correct or not? What is the meaning of this one? If you have water, you can think of the future. Now this line reveals the importance of water. If water is not there, we cannot imagine our life for even tomorrow. Forget about the future. If today we don't have water, tomorrow we cannot survive. Okay, that is the importance of water. Okay, so this is very important natural resource, and we people are wasting it time and again. So it is better to conserve the water. Okay, now there are some other important information. 22nd March is celebrated as World Water Day. Every year on 22nd March, World Water Day is celebrated. Now there are so many days. Okay, like 5th September is celebrated as Teachers Day. Okay, 14th November is celebrated as Children's Day. Similarly, 22nd March is every year celebrated as World Water Day. Okay, there is a one organization, that is international organization, United Nations organization, recommended 50 liter. What is this one? 50 liter water per person per day for drinking, cooking and maintaining proper hygiene. Okay, means bathing and some other purposes. Okay, how much water? According to UNO, 50 liter per person per day. Okay, imagine that throughout the world our people are getting that much amount of water per day. Okay, not at all. Some places there is a scarcity of water. Hardly people are getting the fresh water for drinking. Forget about other purposes. Okay, so but according to UNO, per person we require 50 liter water per day. Okay, that is sufficient for drinking, cooking and maintaining proper hygiene. Year 2003 was observed as the International Year of Fresh Water. International Year of Fresh Water. Actually, there is a plenty of water on this globe, Earth, but the fresh water is only important for human being because there are so many waterborne diseases. Okay, if you will not drink fresh water, then you may suffer from so many diseases. So remember this one, for human being fresh water is only necessary and availability of fresh water is less. Now other than fresh water, everywhere water is there, but availability of fresh water is very less. Okay, so to imagine how much fresh water is available on earth, we have to perform one activity. Okay, just see, we'll tell you what is the meaning of that activity, and ultimately we'll draw the conclusion also. So dear cadets, will perform this activity. What is that activity? Just see. Take one medium size full bucket water. Okay, medium size, not very big. Okay, and this water represent all the water present on the earth. Okay, means whatever amount, assume that water present on the medium size bucket, that represent the water which is present on the earth. Okay, so on the earth there are different kinds of water: sea water, ocean water, now lake water, frozen form of water, snow caps water, different forms of water is present. Okay, it doesn't mean that all those water are usable. Now do another thing, 100 spoon from the bucket. So spoon capacity should be of 5 milliliter. Transfer from here to bath mug. Okay, 100 spoon of 5 milliliter you transferred from bucket to bath mug. So in bath mug, whatever water is present, that represent the total fresh water on the earth. So this is the only water which is fresh. Okay, rest every water is saline, that is not fit for drinking and other used for other usable form. Okay, now next time you do 30 spoon water from bath mug, transfer to the glass tumbler. Okay, glass tumbler. So this water represent the usable water or ground water. Remember, in the ground whatever water is there, we are using that water only, and that water is only usable water, because when it passes through the layers of earth, it gets filtered. Okay, am I correct or not? And that is only fit for drinking. Even the water which is present on here in bath mug, that is not a usable water. Okay, always remember, especially the water which is present in the bucket, that is not at all usable, because that is saline water, salty water. We can't drink that water. So remember, the water which is present in the glass tumbler, that represent the usable water or ground water, and we are using that ground water only. Okay, now 1/4 spoon full of water you transfer from glass tumbler to spoon. Okay, so now whatever water is present in the spoon, that is the water present all the lakes and rivers. Okay, so what this spoon water, that represent the water which is present in lakes and river. Okay, so these are the various sources where water is present. Okay, but for us the most important is this one, usable water or ground water. We are using this one only. So if you see carefully, the availability of usable water is very less, and it is fastly dwindling. Dwindling means depleting. Okay, that is why conservation of water is required. What is required? Conservation of water is required. If we will not conserve this precious natural resource, so the survival of the human being is at danger. Okay, so remember that in water chapter we will study so many things about the water. Okay, now physical forms of water, they how many? Now here I am writing 3 physical forms of water. Just see, write down here physical forms of water. So water is found in 3 physical forms. How many physical forms? 3 physical forms. 3 physical forms, that is solid, liquid and gas. Water is found in 3 physical forms. Solid form of water is known as ice, liquid form of water is known as water only, and gas form of water is known as water vapor. Okay, so there are three physical forms of water, that is solid, liquid and gas. Solid form of water is known as ice, liquid form of water is known as water, and gas form of water is known as water vapor. Okay, so just remember, we basically use liquid form of water. Okay, liquid form of water, and that is only useful for us. Not only for us, other animals including plants, they are using the liquid forms of water only, because the ice means solid form of water that is present in the glaciers in the form of ice caps, snowfall, mountains, hilly areas. This is present, and we can't use this one. Similarly, water vapor, it is present in the atmosphere. Okay, along with the other gases in the atmosphere, some amount of water vapor is also present. So that water also we can't use. We are using the liquid water, and that is only useful for us. Not only this one, in our body also major portion is water only. Okay, so water is used as a solvent, water is used as a medium. There are so many things, and you might have seen in the digestion chapter the importance of water, where water is absorbed in the alimentary canal, water is absorbed in the large intestine. Okay, so these are the importance of water. So today I am not giving you any question, just one question you note down. Write down the different physical form of water, one question, and at the beginning whatever points I have told, just you write down that one. So the question number first, just you write the different physical forms of water. Different physical forms of water. Physical forms of water. Different physical forms of water. Okay, so answer is written here only. This is the one question, and at the beginning whatever point I have told, just you remember that much only. So the duration of today's video is over. Thank you. Don't worry, don't think that the duration of video is less. I have already completed huge portion of the syllabus. So no need to be in the panic. Now slowly and slowly I will teach and will complete the entire portion, because after this chapter hardly 2 chapters are left. Okay, and time is a lot of, so don't worry about that one. Okay, by the time whatever I am telling you, just keep doing all those things. Thank you.